Shalom from sunny, warm Miami, everyone. Welcome to week 86 in our Tillis Tells WhatsApp story group. I adapted and supplemented this story from Days in Chabad, where it's based on page 84 in the book Torah Shalom of the 5th Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Meshulam-Zusha of Shneur. I titled it, Channeling the Ultimate Authority. Rabbi Meshulam-Zusha of Anapoli is one of the best-known and most beloved Hasidic personalities. He was one of the outstanding disciples of the Maggid of Mezrich and an intimate of Rabbi Shneur Zalman, the Alter Rebbe of Chabad. He passed away on the 2nd of Shvat, 1800, and merited to be buried next to the tomb of the Maggid of Mezrich in Anapoli. In fact, the Alter Rebbe considered the seemingly unsophisticated Reb Zusha of Anapoli as to be a genuine Torah luminary. That he did so can be attributed to an incident that took place during their youth in Mezrich at a time when they were both students of the Maggid. One day, the Alter Rebbe and Rabbi Levi-Yitzchak of Berditchev, the Rebbe to-be, were deep in discussion of a difficulty in the Rambam, in understanding a Jewish law in the Rambam, who, by the way, the Rambam's yortzeit is tonight and tomorrow, Erev Shabbos, the 20th of Teves. Their analysis was proceeding apace, each in his own way trying to justify the Rambam's position and reveal it in its true light, when along came Reb Zusha and silently observed them. At a certain point he drew near and asked them what it was that they were discussing so intently. At this question they could not conceal a smile. Reb Zusha was not one given to wrestling with the intricacies in the study of Talmud and Torah law. However, when he persisted in his inquiry, they told him what the Rambam stated and why, for a variety of reasons, it was so problematic. Reb Zusha's approach now, whenever the solution to a problem eluded him, was to shed copious tears and cry out, "Zusha doesn't know the explanation of this question." The tears would continue to flow until he fell into a slumber. Once in this state, the author of the particular halacha, or the prophet Elijah himself, would appear to him and reveal the explanation that he sought. At that point, he would immediately come to. And so it was, as soon as he was informed of the difficulty in the Rambam, he cried out, "Zusha doesn't understand what the Rambam means." He never said I, he always referred to himself in third person. "Zusha doesn't understand what the Rambam means." He fell into a slumber. The Rambam appeared to him in a vision and presented him with the explanation. On awakening, Reb Zusha hastened to the Alter Rebbe and Rabbi Levi-Yitzchak and repeated what he had heard. It was indeed a revelation to his comrades, to his colleagues. For this reason, the Alter Rebbe considered Reb Zusha a true Torah sage. All other ways of explaining the Rambam were necessarily partial and prone to error. However, when the Rambam himself explained the problem, the difficulties, his words bore the stamp of ultimate authority. Therefore, Reb Zusha merited this tribute, in that he received the explanation in its most authentic form, as heard from the lips of the author himself. In 1796, Rabbi Shneur Zalman sought Reb Zusha's approbation for Tanya, which was given and appears at the beginning of every print edition, which, by the way, can also serve as proof for the skeptics that such an extraordinary personality really existed.